Hi my friends, I'm Ixim and today we're doing a card a day, getting connected and getting to know and also getting some ideas for shadow work, self-exploration. And the card today is the Chariot from the Wild Unknown. Is that the deck that we're working with? Anyway, so the Chariot is number 7 and for me it's a very liberating card because when you look at it you get really, as you know, a lot of things from it, but also you don't get overwhelmed with all the symbolism that the Chariot card usually has in other decks. Per se, we have this one, which is the regular Rider-Waite, and we can see that there is just a lot in the picture, right? So sometimes for me, it's not that it's hard to read, it's just that I need to look at what the card represent and what I'm really looking for to really choose from so many symbolisms in one card. And so what I do is I try to separate my reading. If I'm doing a reading which is practical and to the point, then when this card comes, it's very, very optimistic and very, very success. You know, you're going to do it, you're going to go, you're going to travel, all of those things. So this is a very positive card when in terms of practical and everyday life type of question. But if I'm reading, if I'm doing a reading and more into the shadow work, self-exploration, spirituality, well, it's a different thing because he is sort of standing there and we have over here the two, the black and the white, the opposites, and they're going in a different way. So for me, the purpose of this card when in terms of spirituality, shadow work, and self-exploration is that you have to come with some terms in your opposite size. Either, the feminine and the masculine, or simples, or I'm sorry, in a more simply way, what you think is good and what you think is bad. There's some work that you need to do to be able to choose what way or what path or what to do in that situation. So, it has different, a lot of symbolism, and in a way you read it sort of differently. But when you see this card, it does not have all that. And for me, it just tells you you're facing straight ahead, you're moving, you're getting it, you're gonna be okay. And then, we have the Pentacle. And for me, the Pentacle, is everything in there, is the cosmos, and you can see that over here we have the cosmos. So it is some symbolism there connected to this card, but it also shows that there is a protection. That what you're doing, where you're going, you're doing it right. You will have everything you need to accomplish and you will be protected and everything, else. And so over here we have the cycles, everything that has to do with astrology, the moon, the subconscious, the unconscious, all of that also is there. So there's some symbolism, but then I really, really love the color. There is only red in the corners, so that tells you that it's the will, is the desire, it's just that energy, the driving energy to act into something, to do something, to conquer something. Now we go to the number 7. It does really relate to this. So the number 7 is equilibrium. Everything comes together to have success and to conquer whatever problem you have. So this card talks about, really getting through obstacles, getting through obstacles and really, really getting there, getting it. And then he talks about symmetry. I'm sorry, no. Peace, safety. So again, we have the Pentacle and safety and protection. So right there is very beautiful. And obviously the card speaks about victory. So in terms of and numerology is that. Now in terms, for me working in this card and shadow work or self-exploration, I have a little bit of history with this card because for many years, well, most of my life, this card is all about me. I was just so self-driven to do so many things, to accomplish, to really get things done. So this card was just, I really connect with that. But then now that I'm getting older, that I don't really have to do so much, that I really have to take it slow and flow with with what I'm going through as a woman, my changes, and just getting into a more sort of slow type of circumstances in life that I'm going through right now. This car, it reminds me that sometimes, I don't have to be so self-driving. I don't have to accomplish everything. I don't have to do everything, because now I know, or now I'm in a state of my life where I already reached some things, and I don't have to prove to anybody, and I don't have to prove to myself. And I can just take that time to just flow and really not rush. And I don't really have to have any plans. I can just enjoy the moment that I have right now and just sort of like sink in. And so this car, I really love this car, and it's been a part of my life, and I've been here, but now I sort of need to let it go, because it's causing conflicts with me right now, where I really want to get into my running things, doing things like I used to do so easily. But right now it's just not working for me, because this is not the time for me to do this anymore. I'm over this, and now I'm just in a different stage. So I need to work with this car, where I still have some things that I want to do and everything, but I want to this time doing them slow, just at a slow pace. So anyway, that's sort of my work, my personal view of this car, and the sort of work that I want to do with this car. So I'm going to journal my connection with this car, and how I want to go about, without conflict, liberating myself from all the things that I really want to accomplish, that I wanted to do it differently now, and it's all right, and it's okay. Anyway, thank you for being here, and I welcome any suggestions, any questions, and thank you so much. Bye bye.